People's Republic of Bangladesh. I must say, we as the FICCI members are extremely delighted, and I would like to express our deep gratitude for Her Excellency Honorable Prime Minister for gracing this momentous occasion to inaugurate FICCI 60th Celebration and Investment Expo 23. I also would like to take this opportunity to honor and welcome our special guest, Mr. Thipu Munshi, MP Honorable Commerce Minister, Mr. Salman F. Rahman, MP Private Industries and Investment, Advisor Honorable Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Mr. Tapan Kanti Ghosh, Senior Secretary Minister of Commerce, Mr. Rahman Hussain Mia, Honorable Executive Chairman Bangladesh Investment Development Authority. It's also my pleasure to warmly welcome and thank all the excellencies, ambassadors of other dignitaries and FICCI members. Reflecting upon our great collaboration, public-private partnership, we are also extremely honored to have both BIDA and Ministry of Commerce as a strategic partner for FICCI. I am proud to say that during the FICCI 60 years journey in Bangladesh, FICCI has been an integral part of a remarkable journey of economic success in Bangladesh. Our companies have brought a significant FDIs over the last 30 years, representing 30 countries around the globe. Moving on, let me give a perspective on the events flow of the day. On this special occasion, Honorable Prime Minister will launch Foreign Investment Chamber Commerce and Industries research book and ESG publication. Following today's inauguration and the book launch, we will have our first plenary session on the green value chain. Then tomorrow, our second plenary session and conversation will take place on investment climate. I must say that both plenary sessions will help us to exchange ideas and identify our focus areas to define future effective strategies to share the common goals and for economic prosperity. As you know, parallelly, we will have Investment Expo 23, both today and tomorrow, which will provide a platform for FICCI members to showcase their innovative solutions, forge new partnerships, and showcase the best global practices that will help to create opportunities for future potential investors who would be inspired to make their investment destination in Bangladesh and foray into the global markets. After 2 days event, exciting award ceremony will be held tomorrow. On this special occasion, we will recognize 2 outstanding diversity, equity and inclusion initiatives undertaken by FICCI members who have gone through a robust competition over time. In this award ceremony, we will also honor and recognize the key stakeholders who has greatly contributed to the FICCI journey of Bangladesh. Once again, I welcome you all to the FICCI 60-year Celebration and Investment Expo 2023. I am certain that you would enjoy the grand event and embrace the opportunity to create greater possibilities and be forever future forward to realize 2041 vision by being more foreign direct investment of the country. Thank you.
Shudi Mandali. স্মার্ট বাংলাদেশের লক্ষ্যে এগিয়ে যাওয়া এই বঙ্গভূমির প্রতিটি প্রাণীর সাথে মিশে আছে এর ঐতিহ্য ও সংস্কৃতি। এবারে আমন্ত্রিত অতিথিদের জন্য পরিবেশিত হবে বাংলাদেশের ঐতিহ্যবাহী মনোমুগ্ধকর পুঁথিপাঠ। পুঁথিটি রচনা করেছেন নাট্যকার মাসুম রেজা, পরিবেশন করছেন জনাব ফজলুর রহমান বাবু।
The heritage and culture are intertwined with us as we move towards the goal of a smart Bangladesh. We'll now present the traditional and mesmerizing Puthi Path of Bangladesh. The Puthi is written by Masum Reza and presented by Fazlur Rahman Babu.
সৃষ্টিকর্তারে প্রথম করিলাম শরণ, দেশ মাতা সাগর নদী আরে সুন্দরবন। এই ভূখণ্ডের অকুতোভয় লক্ষ বঙ্গজান, হিন্দু মুসলিম বৌদ্ধ খ্রিস্টান সকলেই স্বজন। প্রণতি সবার তরে এই না শুভক্ষণে, এফআইসিসি এর কথা কিছু শোনাই সর্বজনে। ফিকি হইল এফআইসিসি এর সংক্ষিপ্ত নাম। ফিকির পক্ষ থেকে জানাই হাজারো সালাম। ফিকির কথা পুঁথির সুরে করিব বুনন। আসর শুরু করতে আমি চাই যে পারমিশন। আরে এই আসরে, আরে এই আসরে আলো করে মুজবে কন্যা বসা। শ্রদ্ধা ভরে ভক্তি করে জানাই ভালোবাসা। অল্প করি বয়ান, অল্প করি বয়ান, তার অবদান জানে সর্বজনে। বিশ্বেরও বিস্ময় তিনি, সবার চোখের মনি, করছেন স্মার্ট দেশ। 2041 সালের মধ্যে এই দেশের সমাজ, সরকার, অর্থনীতি আর জনগণ সব মিলিয়ে হবে স্মার্ট বাংলাদেশ গঠন। আর দেশের সমৃদ্ধির তরে বড় বড় কাজ, কত না প্রকল্প দেখি চলিতেছে আজ। পদ্মা সেতু, পরমাণু বিদ্যুৎ, ঢাকার মেট্রো রেল, কর্ণফুলীর নিচ দেওয়া হয়েছে বঙ্গবন্ধু টানেল। পিতারও দেখানো পথে কন্যায়া গাইলেন, উন্নয়ন জোয়ারে তিনি দেশে দেখাইলেন। গড়ছেন স্মার্ট দেশ, গড়ছেন স্মার্ট দেশ, হবে শেষে দারিদ্র বঞ্চনা। বঙ্গবন্ধুর সোনার বাংলা করছেন রচনা। আপনার সাহস নিয়ে, আপনার সাহস নিয়ে যাই বাড়িয়ে অর্থনীতির গতি। বৈদেশিক বিনিয়োগ মোদের বাণিজ্যে বসতি। আমরা এফআইসিসিআই, আমরা এফআইসিসিআই এই বাংলায় 6 দশক ধরে ন্যায্যতার বাণিজ্য মোরা করি অকাতরে। জন্ম চট্টগ্রামে, জন্ম চট্টগ্রামে, এসিসিআই নামে 63 সনে। 6 দফা সমর্থন করি প্রাণপণে। কারণ বঙ্গবন্ধু, কারণ বঙ্গবন্ধু 1966 সনে তার 6 দফা দাবির 5ম দফায় বলেছিলেন, বৈদেশিক বাণিজ্যের চুক্তি সম্পাদনের পূর্ণ ক্ষমতা বাংলাকে দিতে হবে। কারণ বঙ্গবন্ধু, কারণ বঙ্গবন্ধু শক্তি সিন্ধু এই বাংলার তরে। আস্থা রেখেছিলেন তিনি মোদের উপরে। ফিকি সেই সাহসে, ফিকি সেই সাহসে এই না দেশে বাণিজ্য যে করি। বৈদেশিক বিনিয়োগ আমরা আনি সরাসরি প্রায় 90%, প্রায় 90% করে ইনভেস্টমেন্ট এফআইসিসিআই। অর্থ খাতে অবদান আর মানব সেবায় আরো কথায় আছে। সরাসরি বৈদেশিক বিনিয়োগ 90% শতকরা। গ্যাস অনুসন্ধানে 80% মোরা। 50 লক্ষ মানুষের জীবিকা, সাথে আছে তাদের দক্ষতা উন্নয়ন শিক্ষা। শিল্পোদ্যোগে আছে 25% অংশগ্রহণ। ফিকি করে দেশের কাঠামো উন্নয়ন। আরো কথায় আছে, আরো কথায় আছে বিশ্বের কাছে বাংলাদেশের মুখ উজ্জ্বল করিতে আছি আমরা জাগরুক। দেশের সম্ভাবনা, দেশের সম্ভাবনা 16 আনা বিকাশ কার্যক্রমে। পাশে থেকে ফিকি অংশ নিচ্ছে পুরো দমে। ফিকি দেশ গড়িতে, ফিকি দেশ গড়িতে সরকারের সাথে দেখে হাতে হাত। অবিরাম কাজ করে যাই মোট 21 খাতে। এবার যাই বলিয়া, এবার যাই বলিয়া, আর যাই বলিয়া আপন করিয়া চলব সামনের পথ। এক সুরেতে বাঁধব মোরা সবার ভবিষ্যৎ, এক এক সুরেতে বাঁধবো মোরা সবার ভবিষ্যৎ, এক সুরেতে বাঁধবো মোরা সবার ভবিষ্যৎ।
সুধীমণ্ডলী, ফিকি বিদেশি বিনিয়োগের জন্য আদর্শ গন্তব্য হিসেবে গড়ে তোলার মাধ্যমে দেশের অর্থনৈতিক প্রবৃদ্ধিতে বিশেষ ভূমিকা পালন করছে। সম্মানিত সুধী, এবারে অনুষ্ঠানে আগত সকলের উদ্দেশ্যে স্বাগত বক্তব্য রাখবেন দ্য ফরেন ইনভেস্টার্স চেম্বার অফ কমার্স অ্যান্ড ইন্ডাস্ট্রিজ ফিকির সম্মানিত প্রেসিডেন্ট এবং স্ট্যান্ডার্ড চার্টার্ড ব্যাংকের সম্মানিত সিইও জনাব নাসির এজাজ বিজয়। আমন্ত্রণ জানাচ্ছি জনাব নাসির এজাজ বিজয়কে।
FICCI is playing a pivotal role in the country's economic growth by building itself as an ideal destination for foreign investment. We'd now like to welcome Mr. Nasir Ejaz Bijoy, President of the Foreign Investors Chamber of Commerce and Industry and Chief Executive Officer of Standard Chartered Bank.
Dear guests, elected officials, foreign diplomats, partners, members of Foreign Investors Chamber of Commerce and Industries, Assalamu alaikum, good morning and Shubho Shakal. Today, it is our unprecedented honor to welcome Her Excellency Sheikh Hasina MP, Honorable Prime Minister of Bangladesh to FICCI's 60th year celebration and Investment Expo 2023. This is the first time Honorable Prime Minister is gracing a FICCI's event. Therefore, on behalf of the 200 plus members and 5 million colleagues of FICCI's companies, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to you. We also are joined by Mr. Tipu Munshi, MP, respected Minister of Commerce, Mr. Salman Fazlur Rahman, MP, respected Private Industry and Investment Advisor to Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Tapun Kanti Ghosh, Senior Secretary, Minister of Commerce, Mr. Lokman Mia, Executive Chairman, Bangladesh Investment Development Authority. To all our well-wishers who are present today, I extend my sincere appreciation. Today marks FICCI's 60 years anniversary, and we are privileged to have our strategic partner in Ministry of Commerce and BIDA. While the moment is about celebration, but it is also a moment to relive the past, embrace the present, and commence our journey towards an amazing future. Forever futures forward. That is the spirit of the two-day event. This means that we are committed to Bangladesh's continuous successes and are relentlessly taking initiatives to accelerate the prosperity journey of the country. This chamber was founded in 1963 in Agrabad, Chattogram. In 1960s, we also drew inspiration from a visionary leader, someone who dared to dream the prosperous Bangladesh. He is, ladies and gentlemen, none other than Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the father of our nation. In 1966, Bangabandhu spearheaded a 6-point movement which set in motion the struggle of independence of Bangladesh. As business leaders, we deeply value Bangabandhu's 5th point in this movement. He envisioned fiscal and commercial independence in future where future trade and investment would flow freely. Bangladesh would reap the benefit of its entrepreneurial skills and spirit. Today we remember Bangabandhu and his unparalleled contribution to our economic prosperity. Keeping in the pace with Bangladesh's economic growth, FICCI grew from a small chamber of 7 members to today representing 35 countries, 200 plus members, and in 21 sectors. Together, we represent 90% of the FDIs in Bangladesh, 30% of the national exchequer contribution, and employ 5 million people directly and indirectly. But FICCI's value really is not in the numbers, but in the stories of the average Bangladeshis whose lives we help to shape. Many of the fellow Bangladeshis would remember an advertisement back in late 90s or early 2000 where a rickshaw puller in a rural village talking on a mobile phone. Your Prime Minister, Honourable Prime Minister, you actually gave the permission to that operator, breaking the monopoly in the telecom sector. At that time, mobile connection was totally out of reach of an average Bangladeshi. Naturally, they were skeptics. And yet, 2 decades later, mobile connection is ubiquitous. It facilitates a call to your mother on a Eid day. It is the main mode of transfer of funds of an urban buyer to the small farmer in the villages. One online learning app actually has 3.2 million learning programs in a month. I would like to highlight here that 95% of the subscribers use services of mobile operators which actually are FICCI's member. And on the back of that, mobile financial services in 12 short years have 82 million monthly active users and $116 billion in actual transactions. I'm also delighted to share the pioneer in this sector actually is a member of FICCI and got the license during your tenure in 2012. Allow me to share one more story. I visited Nilphamari in North Bengal 2 years back. 2 decades back, this place was known for droughts. Today, if you go there, the roads are as good as Dhaka's. The establishments are something that you don't expect in a small town like in Nilphamari. In the EPZ, there is a factory which makes wigs, and this is owned by a foreign investor from Hong Kong, has 14,000 workers employing there. But more importantly, there were 2,000 bikes on that parking lot, and most of those are driven by women. I would not have believed that 2 decades back. Therefore, FICCI's journey would not have been possible without the firm support of our Honourable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and her government. Let me share my favorite statistics. When the country got liberated in 1971, the economy size was $8 billion. It took 36 years to get to $80 billion. And after that, next 12 years, the economy grew from 80 to $324 billion during 2008 to 2020 before the COVID. Which means the economy grew 4 times in 1/3 of the period. This is amazing. Obviously, the COVID after that and the Ukraine-Russia war created a strong headwind, economic headwind globally. And Bangladesh is no exception in that. However, actually Bangladesh did outperform most of the countries during the COVID. It's just that after the war broke out in Ukraine-Russia, actually we have seen Bangladesh getting impacted more. But the economy is still almost $500 billion. And we expect the country to become a $1 trillion economy by 2031. Many of you may have heard this from me. But it is important to remember what we have achieved in the last 15 years and do not forget just because the 2 years of adversity that we are facing. Because the achievement of first 13 years is not easy. So it is something that was a marvel for the world. So we must recognize that. In these challenging times, more than ever before, we need strong leadership. Honourable Prime Minister, we have seen how you have taught us to dream big. I shall not talk about the mega project because there is an audio visual after this which will narrate the story of the transformation journey or rather transformation story in the eyes of the three young children. Ladies and gentlemen, I, along with my members, FICCI colleagues, understand the prosperity journey of a country much more than we understand politics. From that perspective, given our Prime Minister's clarity of vision, intimate knowledge about the intricacies of the fabric of Bangladesh, of course, the long track record of successes, and above all, your deep love for the country, if it requires a series of difficult reforms to deliver the sustainable prosperity for Bangladesh, Honorable Prime Minister, we strongly believe that you are the best placed to navigate the nation to reach the aspiration of smart Bangladesh. I would also like to express my gratefulness to the Prime Minister's office, especially two individuals who have always supported us and provided us guidance whenever we needed help. Respected advisor, Mr. Salman Fazlur Rahman, and respected Principal Secretary, Mr. Tofazzul Mia, who is sitting in the first row. Both of you have been a huge source of confidence for the investors. I would also like to thank our partners of this event, Ministry of Commerce and Bangladesh Investment Development Authority. Mr. Lokman Mia actually has been always on the call whenever we needed help to get things all sorted out. So I convey a huge thank you to him. I would also like to thank Dr. Masroor Riaz and Policy Exchange for being the knowledge partner for research publication. Our two-day event would not have been possible without the partnership of all our sponsors and our members, especially our diamond sponsors, Nestle, Grameenphone, Lafarge Holcim, HSBC, and Standard Chartered Bank. However, I must mention the name of my friend Mahbub Rahman, Director of FICCI and convener of the event, who poured his heart out to design this specific inaugural session. We are missing him as he has doctor's appointment which could not be rescheduled. He prepared a beautiful video which, Honorable Prime Minister, with your kind permission, I'll share after this event. I conclude today by once again reflecting on the wisdom Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman actually shared. Mahbub very nicely recited in Bangla. I'm sure that many of us from Bangladesh have heard this, but for the benefit of the foreign guests here, I would like to make an attempt to recite in English. Bangabandhu said, "This country does not belong to Hindus. This country does not belong to Muslims. It belongs to the one who feels for the country as his or her own, whose heart will be filled with joy in the good of the country, and to the one who will shed tears in the sorrow of the country. And this country belongs to those who sacrifice everything in the struggle to liberate the nation and will do so again in future." Such was Bangabandhu's strong sense of belongingness and unity in the shared diversity, which touched the hearts of millions of people. Honorable Prime Minister, I would like to conclude with a firm commitment that FICCI members are like birds, symbol of peace, who found their nest in Bangladesh, hence share the affection and sense of belongingness about our country just the way Bangabandhu narrated. FICCI is a proud contributor of Bangladesh's success, and for the next phase of our journey to a developed country, FICCI will remain a committed partner in progress. Thank you.
সুধীমণ্ডলী, ভবিষ্যৎ তাদেরই যারা তাদের স্বপ্ন পূরণের লক্ষ্যে গভীরভাবে বিশ্বাসী হয়ে থাকে। ফিকি সদা সর্বদা ভবিষ্যতের লক্ষ্যে এগিয়ে চলেছে। এবারে আমন্ত্রিত অতিথিদের জন্য অডিও ভিজুয়াল Forever Futures Forward.
The future belongs to those who believe deeply in their dreams. FICCI is always moving towards the future goal. We'll now watch an audio-visual presentation titled Forever Futures Forward.
আকাশ বাতাস চন্দ্র তারায় সাগর
জলে পাহাড় চূড়ে, আমার সীমার বাঁধন টুটে 10 দিকেতে পড়ব লুটে, পাতাল ফেরে নামব নিচে, উঠবো আবার আকাশ ফুঁড়ে, বিশ্ব জগৎ দেখবো আমি আপন হাতের মুঠোয় পুরে। Today, the universe is in our hands. And we are now at this new horizon of smart Bangladesh. The world started converging in the land of Bangladesh. The chapter began 6 decades ago with the purpose of foreign trade. 7 esteemed members commenced ACCI at Chattogram in the year of 1963. And 3 years later, the greatest Bengali of all time and visionary leader, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, prioritized foreign trade in his 6-point movement. That passion made ACCI a trustworthy name for foreign trade in the independent Bangladesh. We demand full authority on foreign trade, one of the most vital points from the 6-point movement. In 1987, ACCI became more advanced, got renamed as the Foreign Investors Chamber of Commerce and Industry, FICCI, popularly known as FICCI. FICCI has always been at the forefront, advancing the living standards and maintaining our evolving economy. Collaborating with the government, FICCI is significantly contributing to the growth of the country. Today, FICCI is a family of 200 plus members, trading with over 35 countries and contributing in more than 90% of FDIs. Driven by Bangabandhu's vision, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has transformed Bangladesh into a modern nation, uplifting the lives of all its citizens. Her steadfast leadership and visionary plans have propelled Bangladesh onto the path of development, leading it towards the goal of becoming a smart Bangladesh. And FICCI is building that path to the future. FICCI 60-year Celebration and Investment Expo 2023. Forever Futures Forward. সুধী মণ্ডলী, সাফল্য তাদের হয় যারা লক্ষ্য অর্জনে অক্লান্ত পরিশ্রম করে। এবারে আমরা শুনব আন্তর্জাতিক সফল বিনিয়োগকারীদের বক্তব্য। প্রথমে আসছেন ইয়াং ওয়ান সিইপিজেড লিমিটেডের সম্মানিত চেয়ারম্যান ও সিইও জনাব কিয়াক সাংকে।
Success comes to those who work hard. Dear guests, we'll now hear speeches by successful international investors. First up is the Honorable Chairman and CEO of Young One CEPZ Limited, Mr. Ki Hak Song. He was the past president of International Textile Manufacturers Federation, ITMF, based in Switzerland, and the past president of CAFOTI, the Korean counterpart of FBCCI.
Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina MP, Honorable Commerce Minister Mr. Tipu Munshi, Honorable Advisor to Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Salman Fasle Rahman MP, Respected Senior Secretary Mr. Tapan Kanti Ghosh, PIDA Executive Chairman Mr. Lokman Hussain Mia, FICCI President Mr. Nasser Ezaz Bijoy. Well, thank you very much, and I gratefully recognize your effort to bring me here, and I'm extremely honored to stand here, but I don't know I'm making any good to big crowds here. Anyway, I want to briefly explain what was Yongwon expedition investment in the country here. In 1980 May, we started our factory in Chattogram, Agrabad area. And for first production, we had to bring 50 hand carts driven raw materials to the factory. That was quite a scene for the city, where no procession as such was, being, shown to the people there. In 1986, we moved to Chittagong Export Processing Zone as an anchor investor there, where we had really started building our factories. In 1991, April cyclone has swept away our first built factories, ruining about 500,000 clothing we have already made. During the recovery of this event, I was determined to invest into this country in a way so that next cyclone will not damage us at all. This was my commitment to the country. And also, when we were giving our workers one piece of bread, they wouldn't eat. I never realized why they are not eating that. I found that they wanted to bring it home so that they can share with their families. I was really moved by these gestures and people's behavior. Then I was very comfortable to make more investment in the country. Then, in 1998, we really built one of the finest and the biggest factory in the industry in CEPZ. And Honorable Prime Minister, you personally graced us with the opening. Thank you very much. It was October 21, 1998. And October 30, 1999, she has gracefully as well opened the Korean Export Processing Zone, which is now known as one of the best examples of development in the world. This is thank you very much indeed. And last month on 28th, she has opened the tunnel which cuts 2-hour journey to our factory from our airport to 25 minutes. I have to gratefully recognize her effort to do so. Thank you very much. With all these ones, I wanted to tell you that this country has come a long way to make infrastructure development, social development, so that we are recognized as one of the best supplying country for ready-made garments and textiles, which is really recognized. To name a few, that we are biggest vendor to Lululemon, where most of us would know here, and which is acclaimed by the most people in the advanced world, and this is being done. And the North Face, Arc'teryx, Adidas, as well as Patagonia, these are all top brands in the world. Most of the product is made by man-made fiber. So I am here to also want to say our textile industry must also join man-made fiber initiatives, which is much talked but not implemented enough. So I want to, ask all members here to really support this implementation of making our textile industry more man-made fiber combined industry. This will make this country's textile and clothing industry thrive and, of course, speed to market. These are also talked a lot, but we still need to do more, which I'm more than confident that we will be able to, with your assistance and help, it will be possible. Also, I must say that we had such a great, excellent handling of COVID situation by Advisor Salman Rahman, and the leadership of the country really made it possible that we survive in this one. We handled this COVID situation better than many other countries competing. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Thank you.
সম্মানিত সুধী, এবারে বক্তব্য রাখবেন আন্তর্জাতিক সফল বিনিয়োগকারী জনাব মেলি পয়রাজ, CEO IGS AS.
Coming to speak this time is another successful international investor, Mr. Meli Poiraj, CEO Aigej AS. He was head of strategy in Koç Holdings, which is the only Fortune 500 company in Turkey.
Her Excellency, the Honorable Prime Minister, Sheikh Hasina, and esteemed guests. Well, not many people know that I lived in Bangladesh actually, in the years 92 to 94. My dad was military attaché in Turkish Embassy. I studied in Bangladesh International Tutorial on 7th and 8th grades. When I look at the numbers, between 94 to 23, the country has grown 10 times. The GDP reached to $450 billion. Under her leadership, Her Excellency, Honorable Prime Minister Hasina, the country has been the most growing nations in the world. I would like to thank her and her team. So let me explain Koç Group. We are the only Fortune 500 company in Turkey. We produce 7% of Turkey's GDP, 9% of Turkish exports. We are in finance, energy, durable goods, and automotive. We have JV with Ford Motor Company, Stellantis, CNH, and so on. As Koç Group, in 2019, we purchased Singer, Bangladesh. And after that, we joined our forces with United Group. As with Aygaz, we started investing in the LPG market. Aygaz is the leading firm in Turkey and second in Europe in LPG. LPG is very important in autogas, industry, and cooking. We are trying to change lives of people, Bangladeshis. Why we did this investment? 170 million people, young, very well educated workforce, and a country with prosperity. We believe the future of this country. We finished the first phase of investment in Chittagong in less than a year. And I would like to thank Bangladesh Investment Development Authority and all the ministers who helped us in this great investment time. The second phase will be in Dhaka and Mongla. We will invest as IGAS at least $200 million. As Koç Group, we already invested in Singar, but we also would like to leverage the young workforce, especially in the IT industry. It's a great country for outsourcing, and we will leverage that. I was also at the board of Yapı Kredi, one of the largest banks in Turkey. With Yapı Kredi, we were trying to actually assess the opportunity to leverage the IT workforce in Bangladesh, and we will manage that. At the end of my speech, I'd like to thank Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina for her pivotal role in transforming this country. And as a kid who lived in Bangladesh, actually I experienced that. I also would like to thank Mr. Nasser, head of FICCI, who actually helped us to meet United Group and invest in this country. Thank you.
সুধী মণ্ডলী, বাংলাদেশে বিদেশি বিনিয়োগ সহজ থেকে আরও সহজতর করতে বিডা প্রতিশ্রুতিবদ্ধ। ফিকির সাথে তাদের অংশীদারত্ব দেশের উন্নয়নে প্রয়োজনীয় বিনিয়োগ নিশ্চিতে এই যৌথ লক্ষ্য অর্থনীতিকে আরও শক্তিশালী করেছে। সুধী মণ্ডলী, এবারে বিশেষ অতিথির বক্তব্য প্রদান করতে আমন্ত্রণ জানাচ্ছি নির্বাহী চেয়ারম্যান সিনিয়র সচিব বিডা জনাব লোকমান হোসেন মিয়াকে।
BIDA is committed to ensure hassle-free foreign investment in the country. Their partnership with FICCI has strengthened the economy by ensuring the necessary investment in the development of the country. I'd now like to invite Mr. Lokman Hossain Mia, Executive Chairman, Senior Secretary BIDA, to deliver his speech.
Respected Chief Guest, Honorable Prime Minister of People's Republic of Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina, Honorable Minister of Commerce, Mr. Tipu Munshi, Honorable Private Industry and Investment Advisor to the Prime Minister, Mr. Salman Fazlur Rahman, Senior Secretary, Ministry of Commerce, Mr. Tapan Kanti Ghosh, President of the FICCI, Nasser Ejaz, respected Principal Secretary, High Officials, His Excellency Ambassador, Honorable Ministers, MP, FICCI members, business leaders from home and abroad, friends from electronic print media, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and good morning. I will start by paying tribute to the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and Bangamata Fazilatan Nisa Mujib, and also the martyr, freedom fighter of our liberation war. I thank everybody for joining 60-year celebration of FICCI Investment Expo 2023. BIDA is the proud strategic partner of this flagship event, which will showcase the success and the potential of Bangladesh as an investment destination. As the country apex member of foreign investor, FICCI is a bridging connecting foreign investors with vibrant business opportunity in Bangladesh. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very happy that Honorable Prime Minister is present with us. This exciting event will highlight a unique investment opportunity and contribute to Honorable Prime Minister's vision to achieve a smart Bangladesh. We, the people of Bangladesh, thank the Honorable Prime Minister for changing our lives, for building the foundation for our future. Because of her policies, Bangladesh is now one of the most attractive investment destination in the world. So here are some of the reasons why Bangladesh is the best. We are one of the fastest and most resilient economic in the world with average annual GDP 6.5%. For our highly successful COVID management, We managed we are the number 1 in the Asia, number 5th in the world. In single day we vaccinated 8 million and second round we vaccinated 12.6 million. That's a world record. We are strategically located at the center of the Golden Triangle, bridging India, China and ASEAN and allow access to 3 billion region consumers. We have 67 million skilled workforce below 34 years and every year 2.2 million young folks join to our job market. In Bangladesh, average monthly wage 160 to 280 US dollar, while the Asia average is $290. The size of our middle and affluent class population will reach 34 million in 2030 and we will be the 9th largest consumer market in the world, surpassing UK and Germany. We have secured 100% electricity coverage. Our garments export sector, second largest in the world. Out of top 10, top 8 garments factories in Bangladesh. We are also one of the 4th fastest growing digital economy in the world. We have the world's second largest IT workforce, over than 7 lakh active freelancers. We are self-sufficient in food production and we are the world's second in vegetable and jute production, third in the producing the freshwater fish. We have very good connectivity with all over the country, including air, road, rail and sea. We are building our first even deep sea port in Matarbari with the average depth 8.5 meters. So mother vessel can directly come. This port will be a game changer in South and Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the JETRO Japan survey, Bangladesh is at the top position in economic outlook, market growth potential in Asia and Oceania. 71% will do reinvestment to expand, 61% will make profit last year. This shows that once foreign investors come to Bangladesh, they never look back. Foreign companies are comfortable and confident in Bangladesh because of they are highly profitable. Because we have a very liberal approach. Your investment is protected by law, 100% foreign equity and joint venture is allowed. You can import capital machinery, only 1 to 2% import duty. For export-oriented industry, there is no import duty for raw material also. BIDA registered businesses enjoy reduced duty structure for raw material import. Full reputation of profit in allow without permission. There are bonded warehouse facility for export-oriented businesses. We also have attractive sector-specific incentive. For example, agri businesses get 50% income tax exemption. For agriculture export, up to 20% cash incentive are available. Also, we have ready facility for the investment, 100 economic zone and 109 high-tech park. Japan, India, China and Saudi Arabia are getting exclusive economic zone in Bangladesh. And I invite more investment for our economic zone through FICCI network. We are also ensuring speedy digital investment services. Use BIDA online on-stop service portal to get time-bound approval from the BIDA and other regulators. BIDA OSS is fully digital and active 24/7. 100% of foreign applications are processed within stipulated time by BIDA. BIDA OSS now has 101 service of 31 organizations. Very soon we will add all investor service to the dynamic platform. The government strongly supports the private sector. A great example of this is the closing of the loss-making public sector BGMC jute mill, which are now being leased to the private sector. Out of 25, 20 has been leased out according to the directives of the Honorable Prime Minister. Ladies and gentlemen, today Bangladesh stands as a shining example of progress in the world. We want to establish long-term investment cooperation with global investors and create new market opportunity for our export. This forum has 2 sessions and An expo will be held today and tomorrow at this venue. It is my pleasure to invite you to join the session and the expo. Please exchange your valuable ideas, find the right partners, and identify pathway for your investment. BIDA is happy to facilitate your success. Before concluding, I will thank the Honorable Prime Minister for her gracious presence, and thanks to all distinguished guests. Joy Bangla, Joy Bangabandhu.
অর্থনৈতিক মাইল ফলক অর্জনে বাংলাদেশ পুরো বিশ্বের কাছে একটি ঈর্ষণীয় নাম, যেখানে ফিকি রয়েছে গুরুত্বপূর্ণ অবদান। সংস্থাটি বাংলাদেশে শতকরা 90% এফডিআই প্রদান করে। সুধীমণ্ডলী, এবারে বিশেষ অতিথির বক্তব্য প্রদান করতে আমন্ত্রণ জানাচ্ছি সম্মানিত সিনিয়র সচিব বাণিজ্য মন্ত্রণালয় জনাব তপন কান্তি ঘোষকে।
In terms of achieving economic milestones, Bangladesh has set an example to the whole world, and FICCI has been significant in this process, providing 90% of FDI. I'd now like to invite Mr. Topon Kanti Ghosh, Senior Secretary, Ministry of Commerce, on stage to deliver his speech.
Honorable Chief Guest, Sheikh Hasina MP, Honorable Prime Minister, Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, Mr. Tipu Munshi MP, Honorable Minister, Ministry of Commerce, Mr. Salman Fazlur Rahman MP, Private Industry and Investment Advisor to the Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Lokman Hossaini, Executive Chairman, BIDA, President FICCI, Mr. Nasir Ejaz Bijoy, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to you all. I am very delighted and honored to be a part of this auspicious event of FICCI's 60th year celebration and Investment Expo 2023. The Ministry of Commerce is a strategic partner of this event, and I would like to take this opportunity to welcome all dignitaries and participants to this celebration. At the outset, I pay my deep homage to the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, who has liberated our motherland from the shackles of Taiwanian exploitation and laid the foundation of the economic development of Bangladesh. Under the dynamic leadership of her able daughter, Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, Bangladesh has already achieved remarkable socio-economic transformation, and the Foreign Investors Chamber of Commerce and Industry in Bangladesh has been a significant partner and contributor in supporting the country's economic growth, being a gateway of promoting foreign investment and business opportunities. FICCI has become an efficient center point for foreign investors as well as for local businesses and the government that has opened a new horizon of investment, trade, technology, cooperation and alignment. Distinguished guests, Bangladesh has experienced an extraordinary journey of growth and development since 2009. Confronting with all odds like global pandemic, climate change and significant global incidents, we have demonstrated remarkable progress. The planned development has helped Bangladesh to graduate from the LDC category in 2026 and ushered in a new development paradigm towards an innovative and forward-driven smart Bangladesh. This growth has led to remarkable improvements in the living standards of its people, as millions have been lifted out of poverty. Furthermore, Bangladesh has made commendable progress in both agriculture and industrial production, and the country has already turned into a manufacturing hub. Benefiting from the multilateral trading system and duty-free market access, Bangladesh has shown its strength in the global export market, especially in RMG products, where our exports amounted to $46 billion last year. Now we need to diversify our export products by more inflow of FDI and through integration in the global supply chain to encounter the challenges after graduation from the LDC category. Bangladesh's strategic location and its strong presence in the global and regional economy offer opportunities of secured investments in multiple sectors. FICCI's 60th year celebration and Investment Expo provides an excellent opportunity and platform to showcase all the achievements and future opportunities for investors and build strong relationships among all related stakeholders like foreign investors and government entities to uphold the country's journey towards the future. Bangladesh's progress to upper middle income country and a high income country status will have to be largely driven by a sophisticated foreign direct investment and local investment led high performing export sector that is diversified and competitive in a highly globalized world. Government has invested heavily in the infrastructure development of the country to attract both domestic and foreign direct investment in the private sector, including improvement in multimodal transport systems, like ports, bridges, road and rail communication, research and development, and skill development. The government has already taken initiatives to reform the regulations and policies, including the formulation of export and import policies, national tariff policy, and enactment of new Income Tax Act and the Customs Act, incorporating global best practices to transform trade more open with seamless import and exports. Trade and investment related regulatory services are now made available online, and integration of various service delivery authorities are underway. All the government authorities have been working relentlessly to improve the investment climate of the country so as to attract much needed FDI in the economic transformation of Bangladesh to make the country a high-income country by 2041 as envisioned by our Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. I congratulate all the foreign investors, exhibitors and guests participating in this event. I also extend my sincere thanks to all who have been working hard for the last couple of months and many others who have contributed behind the scenes to make this expo a success, including concerned officials of the Ministry of Commerce and FICCI. Jai Bangla.
সম্মানিত সুধীমণ্ডলী, ফিকি বিশ্বাস করে সরকারি ও বেসরকারি খাতের সম্মিলিত প্রচেষ্টার মাধ্যমে টেকসই অর্থনৈতিক প্রবৃদ্ধি ও সমৃদ্ধি অর্জন করা সম্ভব। এই পর্যায়ে বিশেষ অতিথির বক্তব্য প্রদান করতে আমন্ত্রণ জানাচ্ছি মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রীর বেসরকারি শিল্প ও বিনিয়োগ উপদেষ্টা জনাব সালমান ফজলুর রহমান এমপিকে।
FICCI believes that sustainable economic growth and prosperity can be achieved through the combined efforts of the public and private sectors. We now invite Mr. Salman Fazlur Rahman, MP, Private Industry and Investment Advisor to the Honourable Prime Minister, to say a few words.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Honourable Prime Minister of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, Her Excellency Sheikh Hasina MP, Honourable Commerce Minister, Government of Bangladesh, His Excellency Mr. Tipu Munshi MP, Executive Chairman of BIDA, Mr. Luqman Hussain Mia, Convener of the event, Mr. Mahbubur Rahman, who is not present here, but I would like to take this opportunity to really congratulate Mahbub for all his efforts in making this event possible today. President of FICCI, Mr. Nasir Rijaz Bijoy, Honourable Ministers, Excellencies, Ambassadors, High Commissioners, ladies and gentlemen, dear business leaders, friends from the media. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. It is my immense pleasure to join FICCI's 60th anniversary celebration and Investment Expo 2023 organized by FICCI in association with the Ministry of Commerce of Bangladesh and the Bangladesh Investment Development Authority. I'd like to congratulate all the esteemed members of FICCI on this excellent milestone achievement and on your achieving the 60-year celebrations. At the very outset of my speech, I'd like to offer my sincerest respect to our father of the nation, the greatest Bengali of all time, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and his family members who were brutally assassinated on August 15, 1975. I'd also like to offer my sincerest respect to the four national leaders, all the women who suffered drastically and all the brave martyrs for their supreme sacrifice in the Great Liberation War of 1971. Ladies and gentlemen, in celebrating FICCI's 60th year anniversary, we must recognize the great contributions of the father of the nation, which was the foundation where Bangladesh has arrived today under the able leadership of his daughter, the Honourable Prime Minister, Her Excellency Sheikh Hasina MP. He constituted the Planning Commission, which was given the responsibility for formulating policies on various economic targets through 5-year plans. The first 5-year plan was formulated in 1973 to set the economy on a long-term development track, including facilitating trade and investment. At that time, the country still bore the destruction of the 1970 cyclone and the wounds of the war after 1971. Our infrastructure and communications were in tatters, trade and commerce was limited. Bangabandhu realized the urgency to give his people direction, and he set the highest aspirations of trade and commerce through the 5-year plan. The Planning Commission, with their foreign counterparts, identified pathways to diversify Bangladesh's export capacity. This culminated in May 1974, when Bangabandhu eventually signed agreements for 3 projects with Prime Minister Indira Gandhi at the summit meeting in Delhi. That was the inception of trade and investment with our foreign partners, which has set the stage for today. And today we are proud to advocate for more investments in Bangladesh under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, Her Excellency Sheikh Hasina MP. Ladies and gentlemen, the last decade and a half are the era of Bangladesh, unprecedented rise in the economic horizon. Honorable Prime Minister's acumen and time-wise effective policy making has ensured the projective trajectory of our economy even after the COVID pandemic and Russia-Ukraine war. Bangladesh has become an example of economic growth across the globe. The mega infrastructure projects are also all directly linked to facilitate trade and investment. This year we soft launched the 3rd terminal of Hazrat Shah Jalal International Airport. In the future, when investors arrive in Bangladesh, they will see a world-class airport reflecting our preparedness to be a global investment destination. The Padda Bridge Metro Rail project in Dhaka, elevated expressways in Dhaka and Chittagong, the Bangabandhu Tunnel in Chittagong, Matabari Deep Sea Port has created a new dimension in connectivity and supply chain improvement. Under Honorable Prime Minister's direct supervision, Bangladesh has achieved extraordinary success in the power generation and supply sector, which will further be enhanced in short future through the inclusion of nuclear power. Our future expectations from FICCI members are quite simple. The future you envision should help Bangladesh be a major player in the 4th industrial revolution, create employment and upskill talent, and drive sustainable investments. As the investors set foot in Bangladesh, I hope they will not only see but truly feel our aspiration for a developed economy by 2041 and join in that effort. Distinguished guests, Bangladesh is now the 35th largest economy in the world. Developments in different parameters, especially poverty reduction, robust economic growth and sustained human development, have helped Bangladesh to attain the qualification in 2021 to graduate to developing country status. Bangladesh's primary economic growth has been led by the private sector. Supported by the government's facilitator role, Honorable Prime Minister has pinpointed private investment, both foreign and domestic, as the prime enabler to achieve the high growth rate for ensuring the dream of a developed and smart Bangladesh by 2041. Prudent macroeconomic management, economic liberalization and trade integration have fortified resilience and growth in Bangladesh even in the time of pandemic. Bangladesh is now expected to be the 20th largest economy in the world by 2037. Distinguished guests, FICCI has been playing an important role from the very beginning in the development journey of Bangladesh through efficient time-wise policy advisory and consultation. I thank FICCI for its relentless efforts for promoting Bangladesh as an attractive investment destination along with creating new job opportunities across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, in this auspicious era of the 4th Industrial Revolution, as one of the fastest growing economies, Bangladesh needs to capitalize the chances of attaining sustainable development through networking and cooperation. Bangladesh is at a juncture where upward economic mobility, enhanced human capital and technology are transforming the economic landscape. In parallel, we are focusing on export diversification, value-added sectors, critical infrastructure and embedding sustainability. All of these are aligned to Honorable Prime Minister's Vision 2041 strategy of Smart Bangladesh. I trust that FICCI will be a partner to champion prosperity and make Honorable Prime Minister's dream come true. I express my sincere appreciation and gratitude to FICCI, Ministry of Commerce and BIDA for arranging and supporting this event. I would like to offer my sincerest gratitude to Honorable Prime Minister for her gracious presence here in spite of a very, very busy schedule. And as you all know, this is a time, I was very, very scared that she might cancel at the last moment, but I would like to thank her again for being with us here today. Bangladesh, under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister, I firmly believe FICCI will keep continuing to play a pivot role in our journey towards development. I wish this program a great success. Joy Bangla, Joy Bangabandhu, may Bangladesh live forever. Thank you.
সুধী মণ্ডলী, বাংলাদেশে বিদেশি বিনিয়োগকারীদের সংগঠন ফিকি বৈদেশিক বাণিজ্যে তাদের সফলতার স্বাক্ষর রেখে চলেছে সেই সূচনা লগ্ন থেকে। উপস্থিত সুধী, এ পর্যায়ে বিনীত অনুরোধ করছি বিশেষ অতিথি মাননীয় বাণিজ্য মন্ত্রী জনাব টিপু মুন্সি এমপিকে তার মূল্যবান বক্তব্য প্রদানের জন্য।
Since its inception, FICCI has been leading a testimony of their success in foreign trade. I now request our special guest, the Honourable Minister of Commerce, Mr. Tipu Munshi MP, to kindly present his speech.
Thank you. আজকের অনুষ্ঠানের প্রধান অতিথি আমাদের মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী, বাঙালির ঠিকানা জননেত্রী শেখ হাসিনা। আমাদের মাঝে আরো উপস্থিত রয়েছেন সালমান এফ রহমান, যিনি মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রীর উপদেষ্টা, এফবি, তপন কান্তি ঘোষ সেক্রেটারি, সিনিয়র সেক্রেটারি বাণিজ্য মন্ত্রণালয়, বিডার চেয়ারম্যান মিস্টার লোকমান হোসেন, আজকের অনুষ্ঠানের সভাপতি, চেম্বারের সভাপতি মিস্টার নাসির এজাজ বিজয়, উপস্থিত রয়েছেন এক্সেলেন্সিস, অনারেবল অ্যাম্বাসেডার্স, হাই কমিশনার্স, আমাদের একজন মাননীয় মন্ত্রীও রয়েছেন, বিভিন্ন দেশ থেকে আগত ফরেন ইনভেস্টার্স,